Okay, so since I'm not done with my 2025 group debut ranking, and since I'm not done with another idea I was going to do in the meanwhile, before I upload the debut ranking, which was my K-pop thoughts, unpopular K-pop opinions edition part 6, I decided to do another video where I use my real voice because I compiled a list for this video, a whole list of things that I could speak and make into a full script. And the idea is different people reacting to music, and I've compiled um, 22 types of people who react to music, be it K-pop stans, non-K-pop stans, whatever. But I'm going to be talking in the context of K-pop stans, and yeah. So the first type of person who react, or people who react to music, is the ones who love the song because it's their taste and they just enjoy the song. Now these are people who just are casual music listeners. They are non-toxic K-pop stans or music listeners in general. They are just here to listen to music because it fits their taste. They find songs that match their taste, whether the song is good quality, bad quality, whether the song is trash, whether the song is actually objectively good and highly valued by different music critics and many people. It doesn't matter to this person as long as they find songs that they enjoy. They don't care what type of song it is, whether it's a popular song, whether it's a nugu song, whether it's a bad quality song, good quality song, a trash song, a song that is highly valued by different music critics in the world as one of the best. It doesn't matter. This person just listening to music because they enjoy music. They are not here trying to claim these songs are the best. They are not here defending their faves. They are not here causing problems within certain fandoms and stuff like that. They are just here as casual music listeners listening to songs because they enjoy it. The second type of music listener is the second type of person reacting to music is the ones who love the song so much it's like their whole life. So basically, a person who listens to a song and likes it so much, they make it their whole personality, they make it a part of who they are. They're just the type of person who wants the song injected into them, they just want the song to be tattooed on their skin or whatnot. I don't know how to explain this properly, so it's basically a person who likes the song so much. It's just who they are as a person. They make the song their whole life, their whole identity, I guess, their personality, whatever. I do not know how to explain this, so I'm gonna move ahead. The third one is the one who just likes the song because it's their faves and defend it from people, even the ones who validly have a reason of dislike for the song. So these are music listeners. When they react to a song, they may not like the song, but they only like it because the group or artist is their faves, and so they end up liking the song simply because their faves release it, and so they defend the song even from people who are not hating on the song randomly. And these people are just validly critiquing the song, giving their thoughts on the song, sharing the flaws and stuff like that. These sort of music listeners are the ones defending the song simply because it's their faves, even from people who are sharing valid thoughts, sharing valid critiques on the song, sharing what's wrong with the song, what's good, what's bad, sharing both sides and not just whatever. They are validly critiquing the song, but these sort of music listeners will come and hate on you even if you're validly critiquing the song. So these are just people who only like the song and defend it because it's their faves and not because they actually like the song. Now, the fourth type of person reacting to music is the ones who hate the song to hate the song because they're antis of the group or K-pop artist. Now, these are people who just hate songs to hate songs. They do not have an actual reason to hate songs. They may actually like the song, but simply because they hate the group, they hate the artist for no apparent reason. They are just toxic people. They do not like the song at all, and they just hate the song because they're toxic, because they are people who are just antis of the group for no reason. They don't have a valid reason of why they hate the song or why they hate the group in general. They are just toxic bad people you shouldn't associate with in the K-pop fandom. Now the fifth one is the one who hates or loves the songs because of herd mentality and they don't have their own opinions. Now these are people who are basically ones who only follow what the crowd is saying. Like, take for example Jojo Siva's Karma. You go into the comment section of that, you go into the comment section of Thick of It by KSI, and you see so many comments clowning the song, so many comments making jokes about the song, so many comments of people just making this turning the song into a meme, right? And the thing is, a lot of those comments are just herd mentality. People who are clowning the song because they want to clown the song. Those are not actually their opinions. It's just that the song is seen as bad by many people and many people hate it. So these people in the comment section are doing the same. They are following what the crowd is doing. They are just hating on the song because others are hating on it. They do not have their own opinions. They may actually like the song, but they are not hating on the song because they were like, oh, the song is actually bad for me. They're just doing it because other people are doing it as well. And that's what herd mentality is, not having your own opinions and just following the crowd. And so the next one, the sixth one, is the ones who love or hate the song for people to agree with them because they want views, clicks and subs. Now, I've already talked about many times about K-pop stans who make opinions just for people to agree with them, so people can comment I agree and then give them subs, views, likes, clicks, whatever. This is the same thing about people. People may say, for example, Jisoo's Earthquake is mid, or Jennie's Solo is the best K-pop song out there. But how do we know this K-pop stan saying it on their channels as an opinion, they actually believe it? Maybe they're just saying it because that's what the people who are going to comment or watch the video want to hear. That's what other K-pop stans want to hear. These are K-pop stans who only say what they say so that people can agree with them, so that people can be like, oh yes, I also think the same. But the K-tuber does not actually think the same as the people in the comments, the people watching the video. They only say what they know K-pop stans will agree with. These are not actually the K-tubers' opinions. This is just what they think and know that people in the comments will agree with. Now the next one, the seventh one, is the ones who are afraid to say they like or hate the song. Now these are people who may actually like a song that many K-pop stans may see as terrible or bad, but they are afraid of saying so because they might get hated on. Or maybe there is a song that many people agree is objectively one of the best K-pop songs released. Many K-pop stans agree so, but there's always one or two K-pop stans who don't like it, and maybe they're afraid to admit that they hate the song because people will come after them, and that is a valid thing. And then the next one is the eighth one. These are the ones who hate the song even though the song may not be their taste and it's not bad or terrible at all. I've seen many K-tubers say that a song is made, say that a song is trash, say that they went to the studio and did nothing and this and that and this and that. But how do we know that the song is actually bad for the K-tubers saying it in their opinions video? Maybe the song is just not their taste. Maybe they just do not like the song because it's not in the genre or vibe or sound that they particularly like as a K-pop stan and a music listener. Maybe it's just that. Maybe the song is just not for them and it's just not actually bad. Maybe it's actually good, but they just don't enjoy the song. So it's not necessarily that the song is bad. It's just that the K-pop stan may not like the song, and it's just for another audience who prefer those types of songs. The ninth one is that the ones who like the song only because it's trendy and popular, and these people don't seem to have taste apart from the today's top hits. Now these are people who listen to music only because these songs are trendy, these songs are popular, these songs are this, and they will move on once a new song is trendy and popular. Like for example, take music in the West, like Gale's ABCDEFU was a viral song on TikTok, right? Many people listened to it, many people streamed it, and there are people who I definitely believe streamed the song because it was popular and viral, and once the song's popularity and virality died down, they moved on to the next new song that was viral and popular that released, that went viral on TikTok after that. So there are definitely people who exist like this, who only listen to music that is trendy, popular, or maybe music that is in the top 10 of the charts, and they do not have their own taste. They do not have their likes, dislikes. They do not have their favorite genres, they do not have their favorite vibes and sounds, they do not have certain preferences in music. Their music taste is just what is popular, what is on the charts, what is going viral on TikTok, what is has the most views and stuff, not what is their taste, whether it be popular, whether it be no go. Okay, so the next one is the ones who don't like the song and listen to it forcibly many times because they want to like it, simply could be the reason of it being their faves. Now, this point is different to the point where I said that, oh, they only like the song because it's their faves, and so they'll defend the song from even the people criticizing it validly, right? This point is different because in that point they only like the song because it's their faves and they defend it. They want to believe that their faves have no skips, and so they just like, force themselves to like the song. They only listen to it because it's their faves, and they may actually hate the song, but they do not want to believe that. They just want to believe that the faves discography is amazing. For this 10th one, the ones who don't like it and listen to it forcibly many times because they want to like it are people who don't like the song at first, and they force themselves to listen to it many times before they say it grew on me, when it actually didn't grow on them. They just never liked it first, and they wanted to like it because maybe the artist is their fave, so they force themselves to listen to the song many times even if the song may not be their taste. And so they force themselves to listen to it, and then they eventually go like it grew on me, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because how do you know it actually grew on you and you just didn't force yourself to listen to the song so much that you ended up just being okay with the song, and the song just doesn't affect you anymore for it being bad. The next one is the ones who don't like the song, but then sometime later they rediscover the song and randomly think the song is not bad actually. Now, these are people who listen to a song who never liked it to begin with, and so they forget about the song's existence and stuff. Then months later, or weeks later, or days later, or whatever, or a couple of time later, they stumble upon the song again and they re-listen to it and they realize, oh, the song is actually not bad. Now, these are people who are just casual music listeners who have likes and dislikes. They listen to the song, they didn't like it, okay, fine and good, they moved on. The song was not for them, they did not like it, they forgot about it. Then sometime later they came back because they accidentally stumbled upon the song again, and when they listened to it, they listened to it again, they were like, the song is not bad actually, I think it's great. And these are people who at first they didn't like the song, but then when they stumbled upon it accidentally, they listened to it again for the second time and they thought it's not a bad song, and they add it to their playlist because it's actually catchy, it's actually vibey, it's actually a song they like. They just never listened to it properly the first time, I guess, and maybe that's why they hated the song and thought it was not for them. But then re-listening to it again the second time, they liked it. And the next music reactor is the 12th one, which is the ones who hate the song because they just don't vibe with it, and it has nothing to do with the art. It's just that the particular song is in their taste. Now, these are people who don't like the song because it's not their taste, similar to the first one where people like the song because it's their taste. These are people who are also not toxic. They are regular people. They do not cause any drama. They are just listening to music to listen to music because they are just here for the music. And so these are people similar to the first one where people like the songs because if it's their taste. These are people who hate certain songs because it's not their taste, they don't like it, and that's about it. There's nothing more to it. They listened to the song, they didn't like it, they moved on, and that's it. End of story. There's nothing wrong with that. And so the next one is the 13th one, which is the ones who listen to a song, like it, but it will take some time for them to fully like the song, considering there are one or more parts that throw them off. Now, these are people who are not toxic. They are regular people. They listen to a song, they like it, but there are certain parts of the song that throw them off, even though the song is a bop for them. And they add it to their playlist because the song is still good overall, but they need some time before they can fully like the song, and so they just need to listen to it a bit more to get used to the parts that they don't like. This is separate from the people who force themselves to like songs and they say it grew on me, because those people are forcefully listening to a song, saying that it grew on me in the end because maybe the artist is their faves. They are forcefully listening to it. They hate the song, but they are forcefully listening to it because they don't want to hate it. And those are different. But this one, this type of music reactor are just regular people who like the song, but there are certain parts that throw them off, and so they just need a couple of more listening times for them to fully like the song of all its parts and get used to the parts that throw them off. Maybe in the end they'll actually like the song, or maybe in the end the whole song will just be a skip for them because they can't get by those parts, they can't get used to the parts, and so they remove it from their playlist, and that's the end of the story. Nothing wrong about that. Then the next one is the 14th one, which is people who listen to the song and think they're gonna like it, the song, because they've never been disappointed by the artist so far. But who knows, this could be the artist's first flaw. Now these are people who listen to the songs and they believe they're going to like the song because the artist so far has never disappointed them. They've saved every single song the artist has released so far. But who's to say that this song will be just as amazing as the others? Because maybe the artist could actually be a flop, and maybe the artist could actually be releasing a song that you end up not liking. This has happened to me also once with the artist Justine Grove. I've saved all her songs to my playlist, but there's one song that I ended up deleting from my playlist of hers out of her whole discography because of the fact that it wasn't a bad song because I actually liked it, but the fact that it was more of a live version and it sounded like really like raw, but not in a good way kind of raw. I ended up deleting it from my playlist because of that, because it just sounded like a live, raw, unfinished type of a thing, and so I didn't like it. And it's the same here. These people, they think they're going to like the song simply because the artist has always provided bops for them according to their taste. But who knows, maybe they may not actually like the song. The next one is the 15th one, and these are the ones who like the song because it fits a particular mood and works perfectly for their particular day. Now, for example, maybe they discover a ballad song that they really like, but that ballad song for them is not for listening every single time on repeat. Maybe that ballad song fits a particular mood, like when they're sad, when they need to cry, they put that song in the background, and that song could be soothing, comforting them and stuff like that. And that's what I mean, for a particular mood and works for a particular day. If a song is happy and the K-pop stan or the music listener likes a song because it's happy, because they puts them in a good mood, they are not going to listen to that song if they are like feeling very down and they need more sad music, more music that fits the particular mood that they're going through, right? And maybe they want to listen to sad music at the time they are feeling very down and sad. This song that is particularly happy, they may only listen to it when they're happy, when they're feeling in a good mood, so they want to listen to happy music, and this song comes on. And that's basically what number 15 is, who like the song because it fits a particular mood and works for a particular day. And these are also not toxic K-pop stans, these are just regular K-pop stans and music listeners who just have songs for particular vibes, particular days, particular time, and these songs fit perfectly for those particular days, vibes, moods, times, etc. The next one is the 16th one, and these are the ones who liked the song once but don't like it anymore. 16 is due to overplaying or other factors. These are basically people who like the song once, maybe they overplayed it, maybe they you heard the song everywhere online because it's a popular song, it's viral, that they ended up hating the song in the end because it's just like they hear it too much, or maybe they overplayed it too much and stuff like that. These are just people who are regular K-pop stans and music listeners who just listen to the song too much or heard the song online too much that it just became annoying for them and they can't listen to it anymore. Then the 17th one are the ones who like the song and it's shocking because the artist is not particularly their favorite. Now these are music listeners and K-pop stans who like a song from an artist that is not particularly ones they listen to, the ones they stan, ones that they particularly care about. So it's shocking for them because this artist is not an artist they particularly vibe with, stan, or listen to, but they still check out the song anyways and they end up liking them. This is not for people who are toxic or people who are here to be like, why do I like the song? This artist is someone I don't like. Oh, no, these are just regular people who listen to music and they find out that they like the song, which is shocking because this artist is not one that they've particularly liked songs from in the past. So it's just regular people listening to regular music. And the next one is the 18th one, which is the one who like the song because it's great and they have some mini obsession over playing it for a couple of days. Now these are people like me who discover a song that is a hidden gem, or maybe a new comeback from a popular artist or group, or maybe just any type of song they discovered that it just stands out for them. This type of song just feels like such a great song. It fits their taste, it stands out to the person reacting to it and listening to it, that it just goes straight on their repeat list, and that's the only song they are listening to. Or maybe it's a song that is the first one they want to listen to when they put their music on shuffle and stuff like that, right? So whenever they start listening to music, either they're going to work, either they're going to university, school, whatever, or they're going out, or they're just listening to music, that is the first song they want to play because this song is their mini obsession. They can't stop listening to it, so they have have an obsession with it. They're listening to it for a couple of days before their obsession gets over. The next one is the 19th one, which is the one who like the song even though this type of song does not or genre is not something that is their phase, but somehow they like it. So basically this is to do with songs that a person listens to and ends up liking, which is funny that they like the song because the genre or the vibe or the song is not particularly something they go out of their way to listen to. Like for example, a K-pop stan or a music listener liking more chill and ballady songs ends up liking a song that is a edgy, fire spitting rap sort of a thing, right? So maybe they like more sad songs, like for example Lehi's Breathe, but then they listen to, for example, August D's Dichita and they like it, and those two are completely different vibes because Ayu's Breathe is a ballady sad song, while August D's Dichita is a spitting fire, edgy rap sort of a thing. I don't know what you call those types of songs. So if they end up liking Dichita, it's a bit of a shock for them because those types of songs or songs in that genre are not particularly the type of songs they go out of their way to listen to. But they listened to Jachita, they liked it, and it's fine. So that's basically what it is. And then the next one, which is the 20th one, is the ones who refuse to like the song because they're hung up on old music from older years and think newer music is trash, and so they will never admit they like a newly released song. Now these are people who listen to modern music and they may end up liking a song, but they will refuse to admit it because they are so hung up on older years of music that they will refuse to admit that newer music actually has some good sounds, and they will continuously maybe hate the newer music without admitting to the fact that there are some bops in the newer generation of music. These are people who are toxic, bitter, and these are old folks who just like older generations of music, but not in a normal, non-toxic way. They are here to be toxic. They are just here to be like, older music is better than newer music, but they actually do like some songs in the newer generation of music. They're just too, whatever the word is, to admit that they like it. They are just annoying and hateful towards the newer generation for no reason, even though there are songs that they like from the newer generation but will never admit it. Then the next one is the 21st one, which is the one who can't like a song because they've been shit talking the artist so much. Now these are people who like a song by an artist but they cannot like it. These are people who cannot like the song because they've been talking so much of trash, unnecessary trash about the artist. They've been hating the artist. They've been, sending hate comments to the artist and doing all this sort of shit talk about the artist, but then they actually end up liking a song by the artist, but they can't do that. They can't all of a sudden like the song by the artist because they've been shit talking the artist so much on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, that they cannot like a song that they finally listen, that the artist release, that they actually like. And then the next one, which is the 22nd one, which is the final one, the ones who want to like a song because it's good but the artist is controversial, so they can't stream it. These are people who listen to music and they like a song by the artist but they can't stream it because the artist is controversial. Like for example, people who are boycotting all day project because of Tarzan's CA, people who are boycotting Card because BM said the N word, people who are boycotting Kiss of Life because of their whole, scandal with the, what you call it, with the whole live stream and stuff like that. And these are people who actually genuinely like the song by the artist, but they can't stream it because of the fact that the artist is controversial. And that's me. I am boycotting All Day Project because of Tarzan and his CA. But I actually like the song one more time. I downloaded the music video to my computer so I can listen to it offline without giving a single stream to All Day Project. And I listened to this song a couple of days ago, so weeks later after the song released, because I wanted to know what it sounded like. I listened to it and it's actually amazing because drum and bass is one of my favorite genres in EDM. And so I actually love the song, but I can't stream it because of Tarzan. So these are people who just like the song genuinely, but they can't stream it because the artist is not a good person. And so they can't go on Spotify or YouTube and give streams to the artist because the artist is a terrible person. So yeah.